As a martial artist, we spend a lot of time ingraining certain movements into our bodies. Most of the basic self-defense techniques become instinctual through practice, repetition, and refinement. When somebody throws a punch at me, I don't even have the chance to think before my body reacts for me. Like your hand automatically pulling back when you accidentally graze the hot pan you're cooking with. That response comes from the spinal column, not your brain. The goal of martial arts, or a goal of martial arts, is to make movements inhabit that same area, to quicken the response time by cutting out the need to think entirely. But it's not as simple of a process as one might think, and done wrong or adjacent to wrong can have some weird consequences. Like when I was training hard for a tournament and my fellow instructor needed a sparring partner to train as well. It was the ideal combination. But, like any fighter, he favored one side more than the other, and liked to throw out a handful of combos, giving the... What the fuck is wrong with my script? However, it is known in the martial arts world that only sparring one person can give you some weird habits. This was no different. It was totally fine until the day of the tournament. I was sparring someone who liked to throw the same combo as him. Completely unrelated to each other. In fact, I don't think they'd ever spoken before. The guy I was sparring stopped after 3 moves, whereas my friend used 6. This left me dodging and blocking moves that my opponent never did. Needless to say, I lost that match. I tired my body out with all those extra movements and stressed my mind out, overthinking. So, oops. With any hobby, there's some inevitable bleed over into the real world, and martial arts has helped me substantially in these other circumstances. It made it a lot easier for me to learn the movements required when making drinks as a barista, and I could go on autopilot after only about 2 months on the job. It also helped me hit an in-the-park home run in gym class in high school after not swinging a baseball bat for almost a decade. Efficiency of movement has touched each and every part of my life, whether I meant for it to or not, for better or for worse, including in the bathroom. I found out this part when I went over to my friend's house, and I had to pee. So naturally, I went to the bathroom. I was going through the motions, pulled my pants up, went to the sink, turned on the faucet, wet my hands a little bit, went to pump the soap, and missed. How do you miss a bottle of soap? I missed the bottle of soap. Well, that's because it wasn't actually where I had aimed at all. I looked over to the other side of the sink, and there it was. My muscle memory had taken over and made me reach for the soap where it usually was, on the left side of the sink. Exactly where it was in my parents' bathroom, but not my own. I investigated each bathroom that I frequent, and the difference was the shape of the mirrors. And as a very visual-based person, with both memory and stimulus, this made sense to my ADHD-ass brain. The one in my bathroom is vaguely square, with the soap on the right, and the one in my parents' is oval, with the soap on the left. Wouldn't you know it? My friend's bathroom had an oval mirror, so my body went on autopilot after the practice motions of finishing up with the toilet. Exactly like the sequence of techniques that I've trained through martial arts. My body puts that small routine in the same category as a martial arts form. I don't even know what to say. I know this is obviously a very niche topic, but if you have any weird ass things that happen like this, let me know down in the comments below. And feel free to subscribe so you're notified when I make another video in 3 to 5 business months. Later.